You guys know that the world runs on ideas, right? Ideas manage the world and the direction we're heading. And there are some ideas that help us live better lives with more freedom, with more abundance, with more control over our future, with more ways to express ourselves, with more food, with more shelter. And there are other ideas. There are other ideas that are mostly a source of misery and pain and blood and tears and the breaking of bones and disease and death. So I think it's kind of important for us to know which ideas are which, right? And the impact of these ideas, the good ones versus the bad ones, on the lives of so many people have been so more than most people understand, right? Most people just go through their lives, they're going grocery shopping, they're thinking about what to cook for dinner, they're thinking about what Netflix to watch with their significant other. Oh, whether or not they turned off the stove before going outside, if they already bought eggs or not. And yeah, they just go, but they don't know that their lifestyles, their freedom, their sense of safety, the sense of security or lack thereof has been because like every single thing that they're experiencing right now, and whether or not they're in extreme misery or in some level of safety that they don't understand that is kind of unique, some level of freedom that they don't understand is kind of unique. They don't know that all of these is because some people at some time decided to be like, I think this is right. And the other person came out like, no, and I learned later, that guy over there, he's wrong. And then they started exchanging letters. And one of those people were defeated and the other person's idea became popular. So whether they're experiencing a good life or a bad life or anything in between, is because some of these ideas prevailed and the other ones were defeated. Okay? And I don't think most people appreciate how much their lives are influenced by some people somewhere deciding that something is correct and something else is wrong. Okay? We are a small part of this game, and this game has dire consequences. Okay? We're like we guys right now, we're like exchanging, we're in the business of idea exchanges, right? We're like, guys, these are ideas are good and these ideas are bad, and we're like trying to move this chess piece from one side to another, and like somebody is moving against us, and like and then we move again. Okay, and this might all seem like fun and games to you guys, right? But you have to understand that we think, and also our ideological enemies also think, that if our ideas win over theirs, the world is going to be so much better for an unbelievable number of people. And they think the same thing, right? And it's not, one of us is right. It's not like, oh no, we're all just speaking like nonsense. Like, I mean, they are, but it's not like we're neither of this side is underestimating, at least not among like the average people are, but neither of us is underestimating the consequences of some of these ideas prevailing. Do you know what I mean? Like if you look historically, if you look at what's been happening, and how these ideas influence people's ideas, you will understand that this game that we're playing, this battle that we're fighting, winning it is going to change so many people's lives. Like these are, when you look at big, giant buildings and planes and ships and trillion-dollar economic plans and multi-billion-dollar trade agreements, you think like, yeah, the world just goes on. These ideas that people are talking about, like, was the prophet real, or was he mostly real? Did Jesus actually exist? Are Enlightenment values the best ideas, or are they crappy? Is modernity really the better? You think like, yeah, this just seems like to be the game of chill. Like people are just like yappity, and these are like, it seems like the world just keeps going on. Just keeps going on without these people. But no, like you have to understand that those giant buildings that you're seeing in New York might have been in Baghdad right now if some ideas won over the other one. Okay? Those multi-billion-dollar deals are now happening between China and Japan and Philippines and Taiwan instead of United States, because some people believe in protectionism. Okay? So, yeah, the world keeps going on, but it goes in completely different directions based on which ideas prevail. And that's what we're doing here. We're trying to make sure our sides prevail. So let's get started, right? Cool. All right, so what do we have here? We have, after that long monologue, sorry, that went longer than I thought. No, I'm not sorry. If you don't like that, get screwed. Go away, shoo. All right? By the way, before we start this video, I must appreciate this golden plated Allah with fake diamonds on it. It's beautiful. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm jealous of Ali Dawah with this Allah sign here. If I had that, I would put it right here. I'm not even like not in a sarcastic way or anything like that. I would genuinely appreciate having it. Like I would not blaspheme against it or like shove it up my butt or something or make fun of it. I would like genuinely put this over here somewhere, or maybe over here. I don't know. And I would like appreciate having it. It would be like, oh, this is beautiful. I love it. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Fatima. Get a golden Kali statue. Where would I get that? Luke is saying it's tacky as SHIT in my opinion. You just ruined it for me now. Really? I don't know. I like it. Maybe you're right. Maybe it looks like, maybe if I had it in my hand, it would look, maybe it's more plasticky than I assume. Yeah, maybe it's not like, it looks like golden plated, but if I actually had it in front of me, maybe it's like, it looks like cheap and plasticky. All right. Let's see what Ali Dawah has to say for us. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Tell me if you have audio once I start playing this, okay?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi iblis wa barakatuh.
Brothers and sisters and dear friends, stop. Before you're about to accept Islam, you must listen to me.
Wait a second. That's a major. First of all, I wasn't about to convert to anybody here. Anyone here was about to convert to Islam? Oh, Chalka. Yes. Oh, you like the laptop cover? Anyone here? Was anybody here today thinking about converting to Islam? Because this is your lucky day. Ali Dawah has a warning for you before you convert to Islam.
I'm a revert to Islam. I'm a Muslim myself. But before you take your Shahada, you must watch this.
Okay, so you guys know the terminology right now. You know why he says he's a revert to Islam. You guys know why they're not saying. You guys are familiar enough with. You guys watch enough videos with me to know why he's not saying convert to Islam, and he's saying revert to Islam, right? You guys know that. You guys already know that, right? So, and you guys know what the Shahada is, or do you need to be educated on that? Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Oops! Oh crap! Oh no! Guys, I'm Muslim now. I'm Muslim now, and I was supposed to become Muslim after I watched this video. He told me to stop, and I didn't listen. I hope I didn't miss anything important. Okay, guys. No joke. I don't think this is okay. Even like as in, I don't know, like if I was like serious Muslim, not just Muslim, like Muslim plus, I would be like, okay, brother Ali, you should not even jokingly tell anybody to not become a Muslim before they watch your video. Like you do not get to decide who becomes a Muslim at what time. Even if you're joking, that's not cool. That is not cool. That is not, yeah. Like I don't know. I think if I was like Muslim plus, like not just like nominal Muslim, but Muslim, I would be like, brother Ali, do not come in between, even jokingly come between anybody and their shahada. No, I'm not Muslim. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. I am an Muslim. Damn it, guys. I'm a Muslim now. It's great that Susanna is not here because I would have to like lower my gaze the entire time. I would be like, Susanna, I'm Muslim now. Can you put a hijab on? We can't do live stream like this.
Brothers and sisters, welcome to this video. I'll be discussing.
I mean, Susanna makes it difficult for anybody to stay Muslim. Let's be honest.
Watch this. Brothers and sisters, welcome to this video. I'll be discussing something very important. Yesterday, 3 videos were released. 3 videos. 2 of them of one Christian Islamophobe.
Yes, one of them is our very own prophet, apostate prophet, our very own beloved prophet, who is in his Mecca phase. I think he's going to remain in his Mecca phase for a very, very long time, and that means that we get to blaspheme against them. So take advantage of that. Look at this. He's trying to like not promote them, but he didn't do a good job. Look at this. He's trying to like David Wood. He's trying to block their channel. First of all, okay, look at this. He's trying to like block their titles so it doesn't promote which channels they are. But apostate, you can read apostate prophet here. Okay, so there's that. And he didn't even do a good blurring job with David Wood's channel because you can see the name of the channel here. Like what the hell? Like maybe okay. So which channel is this? I don't know this one. But I know this one is our very own apostate prophet. So there was, I think they kind of like did this together. Like, let's make a video to stop before you convert to Islam. Watch this video. Hold on. Fatima's now. Okay, let's continue.
One atheist Islamophobe who claims to be an ex-Muslim, which is outright lie. He was never a Muslim.
Okay. First of all, I don't need to tell you why Islamophobe, it shouldn't even be a thing, okay, that anybody uses. Every time somebody uses the word Islamophobe, just look at them like this. Okay? Just look at me. You look at them like this. Keep looking at them as like this until they tell you what's up. Okay? Just be like, Islamophobe? Really? Okay? Here at Atheist Republic, we use the term, which is a more accurate term, anti-Muslim bigotry. Okay? Anti-Muslim bigotry, it's a real thing, and we fight it here. Okay? But Islamophobia, that's a BS terminology. Okay? And also another problem that we just already saw here, obvious one. I mean, should I even mention it? Is it so dumb? It's just so dumb. I don't think this is allowed, and like I don't think you get to do this as a Muslim anyways. Like you don't know what's in people's hearts. As a Muslim, you should like this is like you can't say like, oh, they claim to be ex-Muslim. they were never a Muslim. How the hell do you know that? How do you know that? Why are you making? Are you like a mind reader? I mean, isn't this like you claiming to have like supernatural ability? Like, how do you know what's inside someone's mind? Okay, I think what Muslims would say, like, you don't know what's inside someone's heart, right? What they mean is you don't know what's inside someone's mind, right? I mean, like, are you even gonna like? I mean, would your audience not look at this? I mean, like, you're saying that he's pretending to be ex-Muslim. He was never Muslim to begin with. Does your audience like pause for a second and be like, "Wait, Ali, how do you know that?" Or do you just accept this? Let me see. Actually, 34,000 people watched this, 3,400 likes, 151 dislikes. So most of your audience is like, oh yeah, okay, sure. He's not an ex-Muslim. Just like I guess they think Ali has superpowers. No, I don't like the Islamophobia term. Maybe anti-Muslim bigotry is better.
Ever in his life. And another one who's a David Wood wannabe, basically. I'm not even gonna mention his name. This guy, yeah.
You just did. Oh, you mean Apostle Prophet? Hold on.
Who's a David Wood wannabe, basically. I'm not even going to mention his name.
He's better than David Wood. He's an atheist. And he came out and said, guys, that video he did against on why he's an atheist, that was so good.
This guy, yeah.
The two other ones, I mean, I appreciate their work against Islam, but to be Christian. I mean, I like their work. I appreciate your work. I appreciate work. But I'm biased. Okay, so Christian, thank you so much for fighting Islam. I mean, but Christian nonetheless, and Christian again. I don't know who you are, but thank you for your work against Islam. But yeah, I'm biased. Okay, I'm biased towards Apostate Prophet. I mean, it's more consistent. Like it's really difficult to be anti-Islam when you endorse Christianity. Okay, it's a really difficult job. Like, there's so much in Christianity that people could be like, but you believe in this, right? You can't do that with an atheist because, yeah, atheism doesn't come with its own brand of BS.
Who's a David Wood wannabe, basically. I'm not even going to mention his name. This guy, yeah. It's just some guy who just like.
You already did. You showed it on the screen. It's Apostate Prophet. Can I volume up the video? No, I can't. It doesn't let. This is max volume. What do I do?
Begging, he's trying his best. So we're just going to disregard him. He's not even someone that's important, yeah? The rest, the remaining, the other two, they're not important as well. But I found it very interesting that these three people, literally, I watched all of their videos, 3 of their videos.
Okay, so they always say this. They're like, oh, they're not very important. But they were important for you enough for you to watch their videos and make a video response about it. Still, I mean, guys, this is such a dumb... Like, do you honestly believe... Guys, catch me, like, if I say anything like this. Be like, Armin, shut up. Tell me to shut up. If I say, like... If I'm reviewing a video and I tell you guys, like, oh, these people are not important. You were like, I mean, you're making a live stream about this. What are you talking about? Like, why, if it's not important, why are you wasting our time with it? Okay? And don't lie to your... Okay, I don't know if he believes it or he's lying to his audience, but don't tell your audience that these people don't matter. You know that they keep pretending like these people that, like Apostate Prophet and David Wood and the other people that they respond to, like, you're finished. I mean, what happened to this whole idea? You're finished, boy. You're finished. What happened to them being finished? You're making another response video about them. I mean, come on. Like, I'm not going to say that they're getting on your nerves because maybe you like them to give you excuses to make videos, but they are significant to you guys. You guys know that I mean, they are the biggest anti-Islam content creators that there is, okay? So don't pretend that they don't matter. You're making videos about them. Like, why are people... Guys, don't let me do that to you guys, okay? If I... Like Ali, for example, would I come and say, like, oh, Ali Dawah is not important? Obviously, he's a really big YouTuber, so he is very significant. But imagine how ridiculous it would be if I came to you. Let's say, for example, I had a channel as big as that Atheist Prophet, and I said, like, Ali Dawah, these are insignificant people that have no influence. Of course they have an influence. What kind of a tactic that is to just lie to you, to my audience, and tell you that these people are insignificant, instead of actually like telling you why their ideas are bad. It's just like such an emotional. It's just that it just seems like, I mean, if I was a Muslim and I was watching this, I would come. It would rub me the wrong way. I would be like, okay, Ali, well, I agree with you that these videos are bad, but why are you like telling us things that we know it's not true? These people do have an impact, and they're not insignificant.
And in their videos, they are literally begging you, yes, the ones who are watching this, who are on the verge of accepting Islam, they are literally saying this to you: please don't accept Islam. Please don't accept Islam. Hey, look, we'll do a shotgun method. We'll just mention all these verses out of context. Please don't accept Islam. Hey, Islam says kill, destruction, and murder. Please don't accept Islam. Please don't. Islam says you have to beat your wives up. Islam says you can have 4 wives. Islam says this and that about women, and woman has no rights. Please don't accept Islam. And when that was happening, I was thinking to myself, it's like, you know, when you have like I don't know, like just a scenario, yeah. I'll give a little haram scenario. You're in a relationship, with this girlfriend of yours, and you're just like, please don't leave me, please. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Please, just don't leave whatever you want. That is how bad the desperation has got.
See, this is what I tell you guys. This is what you do when you don't actually have anything to say against the people that oppose you. Because do you guys really think that, if you want to think about like people like Apostle Prophet or David Wood and what their motivations are, okay? If it was they're selfish, if they were completely being selfish, okay, and didn't give a crap about where the world is heading or how destructive these ideas are, okay? Do you think it would matter to them if that was their agenda, if that's all they care about? Do you think it would matter to them if people do accept Islam or don't accept Islam? I think more people accepting Islam would probably, if they only cared about how relevant they are and how many people will see them as a cure for a disease that it demands urgent attention, then it would help them if more people were converting to Islam, not less. Okay? But you have to pretend like these people have this desperation of the thing. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that I assume that even people who I disagree with me, right? Or even people that I don't like their ideas of, like Ali Dawah, right? When he comes and says tries to convert to Islam, okay? My charitable assumption is that he genuinely thinks that if more people become Muslim, the world would be a better place for most people. Like, I genuinely think, like, he's wrong, but I think, like, it's not like, to him, it's not that he has like a selfish desire. I mean, he might have a little bit, I don't know, but I'll take the charitable position that he genuinely thinks that, yeah, if Islam takes over, it would be great for most people. Okay? So it's not like something about him personally. They're like, oh, please. I wouldn't say like, oh, look at them. He was like, please become Muslim. I mean, these people literally do dawah, right? And they go and tell people why they should become Muslim. But I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, look at them, they're so desperate. They go like because that would be exactly like if you interpret the way what Apostle Prophet or David Wood is doing, and like, oh, please don't convert to Islam, then that would be exactly what anybody could do to you guys doing dawah and telling people to become Muslim. And I could be like, oh, look at Ali Dawah. He's going to people and like, please become Muslim. Please become Muslim. Okay? As if there is like this agenda they have that somehow benefits them personally if more people become Muslim. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, with David Wood and Apostle Prophet and the rest of, I mean, even smaller channels like mine, it would be within our interest if people become more Muslim. If more people become Muslim, more people will realize, like, oh my God, this is like oh my God, who is speaking against this? Who is speaking against this? And they come to channels like Apostle Prophet or David Wood, right? And like, guys, please help us. Look at them, they're taking over, right? But I'm charitable enough to both Apostle Prophet and Ali Dawah to think that what they're doing is that they're trying to put themselves out of business, right? At least I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to create a world. I mean, slowly, like I'm a small part of an activist movement that helps go one more direction in a place where our activism becomes irrelevant. Okay? But how uncharitable do you have to be to your ideological opposition to, instead of saying, like, let me see what they're saying and what they're wrong, why they're wrong, why I disagree with them, instead of doing that, you have to be like, play these games like this, right? I mean, it's fine to play games after you make a point about what's wrong with what they're saying, but this is a very uncharitable. Again, I don't do that. If Ali Dawah says something that is stupid, I will just be like, okay, he said this, and I disagree with this, and it's ridiculous, and we make fun of it, all right? But that would be the ideas. But there's no way that I mean, sometimes some people make it very obvious. Let's be fair. I'm trying to be careful because I know that the standards that I'm introducing are standards that I might not be able to abide by at some point, right? Or maybe I haven't been. And I rely on you guys in the live chat to keep me in check. If you like, if I do something that is unfair, you guys are like, Armin, that was unfair, that was uncalled for, right? And I might address it, and most of the time I'll show you how wrong you are, but sometimes you prove me how wrong I am, okay? But I really think that is really unfair. This is a tactic. Like, what is this? Look at this.
Please don't accept Islam. And when that was happening,
Like, you're like, I mean, these, okay, at least, do you understand? Like, they have a hard time putting themselves in the shoes of their opposition. Like, how many times in these live streams did I tell you guys that I can sympathize with a Muslim who is trying to convert me to Islam because they care about my soul and they don't want me to go to hell, right? I mean, a lot of people try to like argue against you about Islam because they just want to crush you and see you humiliated in front of their audience. But there are many people that genuinely want to convert you to Islam because they don't want to. The idea of you burning in hell just devastates them, right? And I could put myself in their shoes and be like, I appreciate that. I mean, you're a moron for believing those things, but you're a great person. You're a kind, sympathizing person that is genuinely worried about my afterlife and is trying to help me avoid that. I appreciate that. I'm grateful for that. And I can see, if I put myself in your shoes, how urgent of an issue that would be, right? But I met Ali Dawah in London, and I shared a meal with him, and I talked to him. I was trying to get him to maybe see, not to see why, why Islam is wrong, because I don't think that we ever get there, but to at least maybe be charitable enough to some of us, at least to ex-Muslims, to see that maybe, even if we're wrong, even if Islam is true, and we are wrong to have left Islam, maybe the intentions are not as evil or as selfish as he always assumes it. Just give it a thought. But I always like lose him right when he doesn't seem to be, maybe that will change, but he doesn't seem to be able to be charitable enough to just give the idea of maybe these people that are speaking against Islam, maybe they genuinely want to make the world a better place, and they think they can do that by ending Islam. Maybe that's what their goal is. Maybe that's their agenda. Maybe their agenda is to reduce misery. Is that even a possibility? Yeah, Islam is the one true religion and all, and Muhammad is definitely Allah's prophet and all of that. There's no arguing that, obviously. And these ex-Muslims are all so wrong. It's unbelievable how wrong they are. Like, how could anybody even think like that? But maybe, just maybe, they want people to consider leaving Islam, not just because they think this is a good thing for the world, not because they have any selfish motivation or anything like that, or that they have this evil plan, or that maybe, just maybe at least some of them. I think if you could exercise that idea even a little bit as a Muslim, we have already made a giant bridge between us, okay? This is what I'm telling you guys. A lot of our activism doesn't even require making religious people become atheists. I think we will be like, that would be a huge win, by the way, every time we do that a lot. Like, a lot of people leave their religion because of the work that we do and the other activists do, okay? But we have an even larger group of people that we could just convince that, listen, we share the same goal. We want the world to be a better place for the highest number of people. You have a different path towards that, but that's the goal that we share. And that's, if we could convince people of that, I think that's a giant bridge that we could create between us. No, see, Afshin, this is what I'm saying we shouldn't do. Okay? Okay, so sorry to put you on the spot, Afshin. You're saying if it ever comes out, oh yeah, actually, I'm not gonna put you on the spot, okay? Because you're not saying that he's not willing to lose money. Okay, so I'm not gonna put you on the spot because you're not saying that. Okay, saying if it ever comes out and he admits something like that, he will lose money. Yeah, but we cannot say. I'm not gonna do what he's doing. I'm not gonna. Maybe if he gets convinced of that, maybe he's okay with losing money, because maybe he's gonna be like. Here's the thing. I think Apostle Prophet and us here at Atheist Republic, I think we have done more than enough to show that we're willing to lose money as long as we're on the right side, as long as we, as far as we know, are being consistent, right? Because, for example, Apostle Prophet, with his recent videos of him going full-on anti-theist, not just anti-Islam, that is not a very smart move if you just want, because of the Hindu and the Christian supporters that might be losing. That is not a very smart move if you're only thinking about making money, right? And we lost a lot of support and patrons when we went after Hindutva and Hinduism, blasphemy against Hinduism. I think we have shown that we are willing to take a hit if it means being on the right side. I mean, as much as we can know that we're on the right side. Nobody can know for sure, right? And again, I'm going to be charitable enough to assume that for somebody like Ali Dawah, maybe if he's convinced of something like this, he's going to be like, you know what, I'm convinced, I'm going to say it even if I lose money. I don't know. I'm not going to assume. Like, actually, to be fair, you didn't say whether he will do it or not, okay? Yeah, and we're proud of that. We're proud of that. Okay? We are. We're proud of that. I'm being consistent.
I was thinking to myself, it's like, you know, when you have like,
Yes, Abdullah Samir too. Abdullah Samir is the person who started all this anti-Hindu blasphemy stuff.
like, I don't know, like, just a scenario, yeah? I'll give you a haram scenario. You're in a relationship.
Oh, we already said that part.
Please, just don't leave whatever you want. That is how bad the desperation has gotten. Now, I want to say something very interesting because I was watching one of their videos and look how Allah plans. Guys, please just tune in. Look how Allah plans. I was watching one of his videos. Let's check this out. Listen to this, guys. Yeah? Listen to this here. On this video, look, listen to this carefully.
Number 2 is beneficial knowledge that a person leaves behind. And number 3 is a righteous offspring that will make dua for their parents once they have departed from this life.
He's doing a video of why you should not accept Islam. Yeah, these 3 main videos released at once because it was an emergency, because there's hundreds, thousands, millions in Latin America, to you name it, all over the world. People are coming to Islam, to big YouTubers, to Speaker's Corner. In Speaker's Corner, I have never come across one person that's come to any other faith as much as they come to Islam. And in his video of telling people not to accept Islam, there is an ad. And the ad is of a prophet doing dawah according to Islam. And this is what Allah says they plan. And I plan. And I am the best of planners. Alhamdulillah. I know you don't like to hear this. Yeah? In the very video, there's an ad. So you have to watch the ad. It's a 5-second ad you have to watch. And in the ad, what does it say? The brother's giving dawah. He's giving dawah. Subhanallah.
Okay. Do you guys catch that? Do you know what's wrong with this whole argument? Because if this was Allah's plan, then Allah be a dumb, moronic idiot. Are you like, guys, am I missing something here? Did you guys listen to that? Did you hear Allah's plan, Subhana Iblis? Did you guys listen to what he just said? Do you guys know how ads work? Do you guys understand how ads work? Like, do you guys like, I'm trying to see if you guys coming to the same conclusion, because if this was Allah's plan, Allah is the worst of all planners. I know there's a Quran verse that says Allah is the best of all planners. So his argument was, okay, let me just review this one more time, just to make sure that we're on the same page. That when he was watching these anti-Islam videos by Apostle Prophet and David Wood. By the way, who's that other guy? I should give him a shout out. It's not fair that we're not mentioning that other guy. He saw an ad, a 5-second ad that is not skippable. And this ad promotes Islam. It does da'wah, which is basically bringing people to Islam. And this is subhanallah. It's a miracle. That shows how, oh my, like, are you guys seeing this? That you had to watch an ad that promotes Islam right before this anti-Islam video, and you don't get to even skip it. And this is why I show they plan, these Islamophobes plan, and Allah plans. And Allah is the best of planners. So beautiful. Subhanallah. Do you guys see the problem? Do you guys see the problem with this argument? No? You guys are. Do you know when you watch an ad? Okay. First of all, Ali Dawah, your history on YouTube has more to do with the ad that you saw, okay, than the video itself. I mean, that has also an influence, okay? But that ad was for you. Also, what happened was Allah's plan was apparently to put more money in apostate prophets and David's pocket. Because what happened is when you were watching that ad, Ali Dawah, okay, it was specifically to somebody like you who's interested in Islam. And because you had to watch that unskippable ad, money was taken to an ad that was shown to somebody that is already Muslim, which is you, okay? So no score for Islam. But what happened was money was taken out of the pocket of the Dawah community, the pro-Muslim, inviting people to Islam community, the Islamic organization. Because of you watching that ad made money go from their pocket to the Islamophobes, as you say. So you watching that ad took money away from the organization that was paying for an ad, which was a pro-Islam organization, and put money into the pocket. YouTube paid Apostate Prophet or David Wood. It paid them money because you watched that ad, and money that the pro-Islam organizations paid for. Was that Allah's plan? And for the prophet of showing a Dawah video to somebody that is already doing Dawah himself. Allah is the best of planners, taking money from Dawah organizations and giving it to Apostate Prophet. What a great plan! Allah be moron. Allah be a moron. Allah dum Allah. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Do you guys know how ads work? Yes, Allah bringing prosperity to Apostate Prophet. However, talking about prosperity to Apostate Prophet, the most prosperity, like that, the money from that ad was probably very insignificant to the number of patrons that you and Muhammad Hijab has brought to David Wood and Apostate Prophet. You guys going after them and going after their family and saying that we're proud of it for like the death penalty for ex-Muslims made their patronage go to a level that they never expected to be able to achieve in just 1 month. So tell me again how Allah is the best of our planners. I mean, I don't know. Either you guys are on Allah's side. I mean, if you are on Allah's side, then Allah seems to be shooting himself in the foot. That is shirk to say that he has. Really, Allah, what you be doing? Allah.
Imagine you're doing a video and putting all that effort in, and YouTube has to places an ad, 5 seconds, and it's giving Dawah. I found that amazing. And there is a massive reply before I'm going to get into the main crux of the matter of reverts, because this video is not clickbait. Reverts before you accept Islam, you need to listen to what I'm about to say. I'm going to wrap it up quickly, yeah? Quran chapter 110. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay.
إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا. What does Allah say?
This is, by the way, it's so annoying that they can't just read like normal people. They always have to like do that whole. But this is like I don't know if you guys understand. If you do that very well, that's like a bragging right to your audience. Or you could just read it like a normal human being. Just read the Arabic. Just read it. Just read the Arabic. You don't need to like do that. Oh my! No, does anybody find this beautiful? like, why do they do this? Like, am I like out of touch with how people's, like, when Muslims listen to this and they're like, it's so beautiful. Oh my God. I need to go clean up. Okay. When the Muslims do that, do they genuinely mean that? Like, am I this out of touch with what's considered beautiful? That this, like, that I don't like. Do any of you get it? Like, does any one of you find this beautiful? Do you want me to go through it one more time?
الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا.
I guess no. I mean, no judgment. If you find this beautiful, I mean, I'm not gonna shame you for that. But I personally, I personally just don't get it. Yes, you're supposed to sing it because you're honoring it. That's why I can't stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, yes, you're right, Afshin. I guess that is the closest you can get to halal music, so it's better than nothing. I mean, depends on the Muslim. Many Muslims believe music is haram. Some Muslims have Islamic rap, so, and other Islamic kind of music. So it really depends. So I know. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making you go through this. Adam is like, that was hot. Adam is turned on. Yeah, hold on.
What does Allah say? When Allah ultimately helps, when Allah's ultimate help comes and the victory over Mecca is achieved, and you, O Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, see the people embracing Allah's.
All right, Philip, this is not the time and the place to have this. You're posting something multiple times in the live chat, and that's, if you keep spamming, that would be a ban word. Like, I'm talking about this video, and you're inviting me to a debate about God, like right in the middle of a completely different topic. So that's, if stop distracting. Like, you posted once, and now you keep posting the same thing over and over again. So stop that.
Ways, in crowds, in multitudes, in millions, and in billions, and in multitudes, crowds, then glorify La ilaha illallah, the praise of your Lord, and seek his forgiveness. For certainly he is never accepting. For certainly he is ever accepting of repentance. So, brothers and sisters, we want to make this video a video of where you guys, alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, subhanallah.
Are you okay? Is Lindsay Lohan on converting to Islam? Latinos converting to Islam for identity. Do you guys think this is a good way of measuring what the direction is? Like, imagine this being your data collection method of like how much you're winning on converting people to Islam. Lindsay Lohan, Latinos converting to Islam, a video like that. Do you think this is a good way of measuring it? I mean, I'm not saying people are not converting to Islam. Maybe there are a lot of people converting to Islam in much bigger numbers than people are leaving them. I'm not saying one way or another. But whatever the answer is, I mean, we're going to look at that maybe if we have time. But this is not the right way to Ali John. This is not the right way to figure this out. It's not. Okay, Philip, you're an idiot. Are you scared to have a debate on the existence of God? Okay. Look at this. I'm telling him not in the middle of a video that I'm talking about Ali Dawah. He's like talking about something that is irrelevant. And this moron, like, I was going to wait for you to send me an email so maybe we could arrange it over there, but you're a moron. If you want to, like, if that's your tactic that you want to, if you want to, like, intimidate me, like try to feel like, oh, if you don't debate me into the existence of God, you know how many of you idiots I've debated with on the existence of God? I've already debated many Christians, many Muslims, on the existence of God, and I have plenty of videos on them. I have even a book on it. It's called "I Wrote This: Why There Is No God." Okay, so you think I'm scared of that? But every time, let me tell you, are just gonna remember this name, because if that's the tactic that you want to use to actually have a debate with somebody, then you're not gonna get far, Philip. You're the type of person I'm gonna ignore. So I was gonna have a discussion with you, but now you can go screw yourself.
Glorify Allah, as we can see multitude of people coming to Islam. Multitude of people coming to Islam, brothers and sisters. There's a book called Beauty Sick. As I read this book, it makes perfect sense to me why so many women come to Islam.
So many women. These people are obsessed with women converted to Islam, especially white women. I don't know what is it. I don't know what is it with Dawah people and many Muslims and this obsession with white women converting with Islam. Okay? I bet you there's... I don't understand. This is why Deborah is here. This is why Deborah was so popular when she converted to Islam. And now she's an ex-Muslim. What is it? Like, yeah, and there was somebody commenting. Yes, exactly. They think just because they mentioned famous people, they think Islam is winning. Yeah, but it's not just famous people. It needs to be women. They love women converting to Islam. Like, every woman converting to Islam is celebrated 100 times more than a man converting to Islam. And if a white person converts to Islam, that's also 100 times more celebrated than any. Like, do you think like an Indian Hindu converting to Islam, unless they're a celebrity and they're like really gorgeous, like women, yeah, women matter to them more, but like a Hindu man converting to Islam versus a white man converting to Islam, major white man converting to Islam, way more, they consider it a major win. Okay, much bigger win than like an Hindu Indian man converting to Islam. And then if a Hindu man converts to Islam, they see it as much less of a celebration than a Hindu woman converting to Islam, especially if she's attractive. But then if you have a white woman converting, they just you don't even have to finish that sentence, and they just already jizz. Okay, I mean, just this thing right here, half of his audience just is over this right there. Lindsay Lohan and converting to Islam. You know, when she like had video pictures of herself in like lingerie after she was looked into Islam, so many of them were like so offended, as if they own her now, because when she was like, she had the Quran and people were like, oh, she converted to Islam, and then she had pictures of herself in lingerie, and all these Muslims, they felt like, wait, you're us now, you don't get to do that.
La ilaha illallah, subhanallah, glorify Allah, as we can see multitude of people coming to Islam. Multitude of people coming to Islam, brothers and sisters. There's a book called...
Look at this idiot. Doesn't want to debate me because he knows I would destroy his worldview. What you are... Look at these people, they're so happy. Oh yeah, I have no idea who you are, and somehow I figured out that you, the person that I don't know, is so good at debating that I just figured out that you're going to destroy me, and that's why I'm not going to debate. You're so funny, Philip. How old are you? Are you like a child? Maybe I shouldn't make fun of you. Yes, I'm not. Yes, Philip. Go think about that. I'm trying. You're a powerful fighter for Jesus Christ, and you're such a great debater, and you will destroy anybody who doubts, anybody that thinks that they have any arguments against Christianity. You will humiliate them, and I'm just cowering about. I'm like, oh no, Philip, I can't argue with Philip. Guys, no, Philip, ignore Philip. Let's ban him because he's just gonna destroy my entire worldview. I am so scared of Philip. Never, I will never debate with Philip. He will embarrass me in front of everybody that ever took me seriously. Nobody would ever talk to me ever again after a debate with Philip. That is why I'm trying to avoid him. I hope people don't. I'm gonna pretend like there's another reason, but the guy's the only. I'm have to be honest with you. The only reason is that I don't think any of you would ever love me or respect me ever again after I debate Philip. He's just that good. I don't know who he is, but I somehow know he's just that good in debating. He's just so amazing in debating, and that's why I will never debate him. I will be embarrassed. The whole world will see that how my inability to defend any of my positions will be apparent to everybody. Nobody would ever talk to me again. Everybody would unsubscribe. That would be the end of me. Philip, you would be the end of me, and that's why. And that's the only reason why I will never debate you.
Beauty stick. As I read this book, it makes perfect sense to me why so many women come to Islam. Because the society they live in have sexualized and objectified them to a level that no one actually respects them. They are treated like a piece of meat. And that's why it makes so much sense that the women are flocking to Islam. Can you believe the miracle? The campaign that's done towards Islam and towards how they've made it out like the way women are treated. And the opposite. And the more women are coming to Islam. So for those reverts who are watching this, for those who are on the verge of accepting Islam, hold on a second. Let me tell you something as a revert. When I came to Islam, wallahi, I'm telling you guys, this is exactly what happened. Yeah? I was stopped. I'm not going to...
All right, so I don't know what he's talking about here, but I don't know why he's talking about women converting to Islam. But if we actually look at data, right, and I just look at the first data, I'm pretty sure if we do a deeper dive, right, so this is what I would do, okay? So imagine if I just showed you some bunch of videos of people becoming atheists and be like, hey guys, look at these videos, people are becoming atheists, and that's why we're winning. I mean, would you guys not, if you guys let me get away with that, then you guys, especially the people who are members, right? You guys, okay, the members. If you guys let me get away with something like that, then you're not doing your job. Like, Armin, what the hell? You're showing us a bunch of videos of people converting to, deconverting to atheism or leaving religion, and you're like, that, oh yeah, we're winning? We don't know that based on, okay? If I do that, you guys better stop me, okay? But even, so here's what I could have done, okay? I could have told you guys that, here, a quarter of adults who were raised Muslim, okay, in the United States, a quarter of the adults who were raised Muslim no longer identify as the members of the faith. And I wouldn't show you this article, okay, if I was being clever and manipulative, okay? I would be like, I would just go like this, okay? I would be like, guys, did you know that 23% of Muslims, of people who were raised Muslim in the United States, have left Islam? They no longer, 23%, that's close to a quarter. A quarter of people, of Muslims in the United States, have left Islam. Subhana Iblis. We're winning. We're winning! A quarter! Okay? However, that would be a bit dishonest. Because instead of showing you what the numbers are, I could just do this. And then I would be like, oh, you guys be like, oh, wow, yeah, Armin is right. That's amazing. We're winning. Ali Dawah is just showing us a whole bunch of videos. He's not looking at the numbers, but Armin just gave us some stats and numbers. So he must be on the right side, okay? But then I wouldn't show you that actually, so if you actually continue reading, right? Because, let's be honest, 99% of you is not going to go check this. 99% of you, if I say, if I just finish here and don't say anything else, you're going to be like, oh, okay, all right, I guess so. right? You're not gonna go, you're busy, you have a life, you're not gonna go check this, okay? But this is why you come to Atheist Republic, because I try my best to not be dishonest and with you guys and to show everything, okay? Because if you keep reading, like if I wanted to like be winning against Ali Dawah, I wouldn't show you this whole page. I would just say that, memorize this, say that to you guys, and that would be the end of it, okay? But we're not winning. We're not really winning, even in the United States. First of all, this is about United States only. Maybe if you actually look at the UK, where Ali Dawah is, maybe the numbers are even more in his favor, okay? But we're not winning even in the United States, because if you actually keep reading, so it says about a quarter of adults who were raised Muslim no longer identify as members of the faith, roughly on par with the share of Americans who were raised Christians and no longer identify with Christianity, which is 22%. It's amazing that it's that close. According to a new analysis of the 2014 Religious Landscape Study, but while this, okay, this is where it gets important, okay? This is how we're like, this is not as big of a win as you think it is, okay? While the share of American Muslim adults who are converts to Islam also, okay, but while the share of American Muslim adults who are converts to Islam also is about 1/4, a much smaller share of current Christians, 6%, are converts. So there's 23% of Muslims who were raised Muslim are no longer Muslim, so they left Islam. But there's about 20%, 23% of converts. 20% of American Muslim adults are also converts. So we'd be losing and we'd be gaining. So this is our gain, this is our loss. Roughly the same. I mean, it's the same. It's 23 is 23. I'm not saying, okay, hold on. Let me think about this. We're losing 23%, and then the 23% of the adults. I don't know if that's going to replace it exactly the same way. Who's winning in this situation? There's 20, like, okay, so 23% of them leaving. So that would be, oh, wait, we're winning because, hey, this is actually, okay, these are the same number, okay, but we're winning by a little bit, okay, because if there were 100 Muslims, okay, and they lose 23%, that's remains 77%, but then the 23% of 77 is less than the 23% that we lost. Am I getting this right? So then the percentage is the same, but the total number would be in our favor, because 23% of a lower number will be less. This is the 23% of a bigger number. This is 23% of a lower number. Hey, I thought initially if we look at this, that means that they're just replacing the people that are leaving Islam are just being replaced exactly by converts. But I guess not. Am I getting this right? This is 23% of a lower number. Yeah. Okay, we're slightly winning. Math skills, everyone. So Frank is saying, no, you have to remove the 23% converts before getting to the 20%. That's what I said. Oh, wait, what? No. Oh, yeah, you're right, because these are people raised. It's not. No, Frank is correct, because these converts were not raised Muslims. You're right. So this is the 23% of the adults. Okay, damn it. Let me think about this again. So so imagine you have 100 Muslims, raised Muslims, and this 100 raised Muslims, does not include the converts. Frank, you're correct, because raised Muslims does not include converts. You're correct, Frank. You're correct. We almost did an oopsie. Okay, never mind. So I think that whether this 23% is bigger than this 23%, I think I have to think about it a little bit to figure out. I'm not going to do this in real time. Which 23% is bigger? Are we winning or not? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm confused. Yeah, that's actually a big number. Wow, 23% of adult Muslims are converts. Okay, we need to do. Oh, wow. I get credit for being wrong as well. A perfect example of Armin owning being wrong. Yeah, I'm actually, my math is failing to me. I thought I was gonna do like some jiu-jitsu math for you guys. You guys are gonna be impressed, but now I'm actually confused. Okay, so we have like 100. Let's say, okay, let's work it. Let's work it through. Okay, this might end up being very embarrassing if I don't get it right, but it's fine. We have 100 people who are raised Muslim. Okay, and then we have 23 people that were converts. So we have 123 in total for Muslims. Okay, 23 of this 100 now leave Islam. Okay, so you have 77 people who are left in the raised Muslim community, plus the 23% of the converts of people who 23%, 77. 20. Oh, no. The 23% of adults. Actually, we don't know. We can't tell. We can't tell because we don't know the ratio of adult per non-adult. We can't tell. We have to know what it means by adults. Oh, no, they're both adults. Shit, we can tell. God damn it. All right, 77, 123. So this 23... Okay, so is this second 23 the 23% of 27 covers of almost okay, yeah. Okay, so this is 23. Oh, yeah, okay. Guys, we're winning. We're winning because this is 23% of 77%, because this is not the 23% of all of the 100. This is not the 23% of all the people who are adult raised Muslims, okay? So this is 100, okay? This is 100, and we lost 23 of them, so we're left with 77, okay? And this is 23% of that 77, because this is not the 23%. This is 23% of Muslim adults, not 23% of adults who have been raised Muslim. So this is the 23% of a smaller number. So we're winning, right? Please stop the math. No, we have to win. I think I got it. We're winning. Okay, if you guys don't like math, just know that I think this means that we're winning, because this is a 23% of the 77, not 23% of the 100. Got it. You guys really hate math. Okay, but this is only United States, okay? But while the share of American Muslim adults who are converts to Islam also is about 1/4, as much smaller share of current Christian 6% are converts. In other words, Christianity as a whole loses more people than it gains from religious switching, religious switching, conversions in both directions in the U.S., while the net effect on Islam in America is a wash. No, whoever wrote this cannot do math. So he's saying that means that people are leaving Christianity at much higher numbers than they're converting to Christianity. But for Islam, the number of people who are converting to Islam is the same number of people who are leaving Islam. Okay, but again, 23% of people who are Muslim is a smaller number, because just because you're raised Muslim, that doesn't make you a Muslim. Do you guys get? At least some of you guys get. Are at least some of you guys getting it? Am I right? The people who get math, am I right or wrong? Shut up, Marco. I got it right. Bull crap. You get a trophy for participating. I got it completely right in real time. Really, Cage? How? Okay, I don't know how I missed this. You think the news is right? So you guys, Cage is disagreeing with this as well? All right, okay, you're saying FUSA, move on. Fine, let's go to Iran. Okay, so if this was a bit confusing, okay, this 23 and this 23 was a bit confusing, don't worry about it, okay? Because in Iran, they don't leave that much room for confusion, okay? This is in a non-Islamic country. We're getting numbers like this, okay? 23%, okay? Let's look at an Islamic country, okay? Crimson is saying, if the article says it's a wash, that's more likely. Okay, fine. Let's say it's a wash. Let's say it's a wash. However, if it's a wash, what I want to brag about now is that I did show you both sides. Like, I didn't lie to you guys, right? I showed you that, hey, we might not be winning. Okay? So I didn't, whether I'm right about the conclusion or not, I'm not hiding anything from you guys, right? I'm not hiding anything from you guys, right? I'm like, if we're losing, we're losing. We could talk about that, right? But we're not losing here. Apparently, okay. Here's let me see, guys. I don't let us even see how easy it is for me to like just celebrate this and be like, yes, we're winning. But I will warn you. See, I will warn you and tell you, like, we have to be skeptical. Some of these surveys have a margin of error, and they all have their own weaknesses, and they all have their own limitations, and they even acknowledge their limitation. I mean, these are the best information that we have going with us. It's better than any other way of figuring out what's going on, right? So we could somehow say, like, that's like it's more likely that this is true than not. But I'm not gonna say like, oh, this is for 100% sure. See, I don't, even when we get such an easy win, when we get a survey that tells you that around half of Iranians have left Islam, have left religion as a whole in their lifetime. Half. So this is like, even then, I don't let you guys fully celebrate this by telling you that you need to be somewhat skeptical. Always be somewhat skeptical. So it's not like you have to be concerned about your content creator if they're skeptical when they see a news that they don't like, but all of a sudden they like fully accept a news that they do like. They're like, I don't know, man. I feel you guys like, your skeptic senses has to be like tingling, okay? You have to be like, I feel like I'm being brainwashed. I think like I don't think this content creator is being honest with me, okay? All right? But when we get such an easy win, come on, look at this. Look at this beautiful numbers, okay? Look at this. Look at this. Let me just read some of this. And this should be me jumping on this and telling you guys that yes, we win, as Iran is an Islamic minority country now. But be somewhat skeptical. Be skeptical. Always be skeptical. Don't be radical with your skepticism. Okay? But be skeptical. So obviously, Iran's census claims that the 99.5% of the population are Muslim. However, let's look at this. This is our results reveal a dramatic change in Iranians' religiosity, with an increase in secularization and a diversity of faith and beliefs compared with Iran's 99.5% census figure. We found that only 40%, only 40% identified as Muslim. Only 40%. Guys, this is done by a university outside of Iran. Okay? And I understand that there's limitations to these studies, but this study's methodology was far superior than anything else collected by the government. Okay? And by the way, there's a lot of studies done on studies that shows that data collection methods, the ones that this use, like over the phone and internet, a lot of people think that they are not as accurate as door-to-door data collection methods. But there are a lot of studies that show. I mean, if you actually look at the number of how many the data sample size, the data. Oh yeah, it was 40,000. Look at this. The sample size was 40,000 Iranians. 40,000. So this is a very significant sample size, very huge sample size. Like this is more significant than most studies I've ever seen. Okay, and sample size is way smaller than this. You end up being very reliable. And if you actually look at the cleaning process, they got rid of a lot of their data for data that was suspicious, data that they thought they couldn't rely on. Like if you actually go study the data collection method and the methodology that they have, the people that did the survey were very, very careful with it. However, even after all of that, this research itself acknowledges its limitations, and it also acknowledges a margin of error, right? So a lot of people who want to attack the data surveys like this, they don't understand that the survey attacks itself way more efficiently than they attack the survey. Like you could always see there's every good survey has a limitation section that tells you how the survey could be wrong. Okay. But again, just because, again, people don't know how to do skepticism properly. They do things in binary, right? When you get a survey, you have to understand that this is by far better than like, oh yeah, I had a friend and he was Iranian and he said he hates Islam, so I guess that means Iranians are leaving Islam. Okay, people come up to conclusions based on like that. Okay, so I'm not saying that this proves anything 100%. I'm just saying it's a far superior method than how most people come up with their conclusions. Okay, obviously surveys could be wrong and you need to be skeptical, but it just makes it, if you want to do Occam's razor, this is something that you could bank on way more than many other methods. Okay, so this is right now the best information that we have. Afshin is saying you also have to take into account many people in Iran would be scared to admit leaving Islam too. Yeah, but that would be, I mean, if you read these people, they have they also acknowledge that. But if you think that has an impact on this data, that means that even less than 40% of Iranians are Muslim. Okay, so 40%. That means Iran is now very likely a Muslim minority country that has been taken hostage by an Islamic authoritarian regime. Can you believe even suggesting that this could be reality? Even if you don't know if this is you could trust the survey. The fact that this could potentially be true is mind-boggling to me. That Iran today is very likely a Muslim minority country. But Allah is the best of planners. What happened to your planning, Allah? We're losing them. Guys, there's another number here that I love so much. By the way, guys, so if you actually look at the chart, it says 8.8 atheists. And you also have 5.8 agnostic, which I think they're agnostic atheists, so I would add these to atheists. And there's 3.3 other, but these are people that didn't say, oh, I don't believe. Oh wow, look at this. No, this is what I was looking for. Look at this, 22% none. Okay, so you have to understand that in this bit, my guess is, you could disagree with me and you can leave your wrong opinions in the live chat. But I think that most of this none is atheists. They just don't use the label atheist because many people who are atheists are not comfortable with the label atheist. I'm actually surprised that 8.8% of Iranians actually accept the label atheist. Like, I would think, like, okay, even if they are atheists, they probably wouldn't wear the word, like, they wouldn't use the label. It would be like 2%. Like, the atheist people would be like, I don't know, like 10%, and 1% of them would actually even call themselves atheists. But no, 8.8%, like, yeah, I'm straight up atheist. That's, yeah, I'll pick that label, please. Because I bet you this non-red non-section, they're based, if you define atheism as a lack of belief in God, that's most of this non-section, in my opinion. So that I think, like, Iran is like, could potentially be 30% atheist. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of them believe in God, actually. No, wait, here. No, there we go. We don't even need to guess. Which of the following do you believe in? 78% said, 0.3 said God. Okay? So 22% is atheist. 22% is atheist, and 8%, 9% of that 22% calls themselves atheist, but 22% is atheist. But Allah is the best of planners. Allah is, we're winning. Look at these women. But Lindsay Lohan, though. We have like a population of, okay, this is like, this Iran is 80 million. Is that right? Hold on. Am I getting this right? Damn, if I'm getting this wrong, that's embarrassing. Eesh. Oof, I got it right. 81 million, 82 million. Okay. A population of 82 million people went from being 99.9% Muslim, 99.5% Muslim, to 40% Muslim within one generation. Hold on. Look at this. Lifetime. Okay. Not this one. Where's the other life? It must be another life. Oh, yeah, there we go. 47% reported losing their religion in their lifetime. This is not a multi-generational switch. 47% of Iranians reported losing their religion in their lifetime. Okay, let me do some calculation, okay? 47%. Wait. 47% of 82 million. 38 million people. Let's round it up. 39 million people in Iran have lost their religion in one generation. But Lindsay Lohan, guys, Lindsay Lohan, where is she? Come on, save us. Lindsay Lohan is converting to Islam, though. Allah is the best of planners. The best of planners. Alhamdulillah. So, does this mean we're winning? No. I don't know I'm guessing. I don't know. But we're having the same trends in Egypt, in Bangladesh, in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if that's true. I'm happy to be corrected. But we probably are winning. We're probably are winning. I can't be sure, though. We're winning in Iran, it seems. Okay? Globally, I think we're winning. I have this outcomes. I'm applying. I don't have proof. That's why I don't have a theory. I have a hypothesis, and I'm using Occam's razor to come up with a hypothesis. Okay? Don't be like, Armin, you don't have proof. Yeah, I know. That's why it's not a theory. It's a hypothesis. It's an educated guess. It's an educated guess based on this data and other data, and I have no evidence that proves this. I'm coming with an educated guess and applying Occam's razor as carefully as I can. And my hypothesis, which is likely correct, come at me, is that we be winning. We be winning, alhamdulillah, please. Maybe I'm wrong. Marco is saying, Armin, you should be asking for super chats at least one time during your stream. You deserve it, and your content is so great that you're not begging. I could beg. Guys, give me super chats, please. Let me do the Ali Dawah sound. Guys, please. No. Guys, do not give us super chats if you're struggling financially. Do not. Oh, thank you so much, Marco. Can you not call me your baby though? Next time you give me a super chat. But thank you for the €2 super chat. That's kind of, yeah. Screenshot it. Well, you're welcome. You think yeah, if you keep watching these live streams, you have plenty of screenshots to go work with. Guys, tell me once this live stream is over, tell me if my math was wrong. I think Marco enjoys acting like he's intellectually superior to me, but I think my math was correct. But if it wasn't correct, correct me in the comment section once the live stream is over, okay? Because I want to show Marco that my math is better than him, because I think it is. Marco keeps thinking like he's very smart. Thank you, Marco. All right, cool. We're about to go. Look how ungrateful I am. Marco just gave me a super chat, and I'm telling him this is why we don't grow. God damn it! I suck at this so much. Marco just gave us money, and I'm telling him that I'm superior than you in math, and I will do. I will crush you, guys. I like when it comes to like fundraising and stuff. I suck at like. Marco saying I'm smarter than you in maths, but you're so good, so you're good looking. No, I'm better than you in math. Somebody tell me if I did it right. Like somebody do the actual calculation. I'm actually like legit want to win this. Tell me somebody like I'm like really like now triggered right now. Okay, I want my math to be better than Marco. Okay, somebody do the calculation once this is over. And okay, and then make sure you subscribe, guys. All of this live stream, if it didn't demonstrate to you that I am honest with you, that I show you all sides, even if it's in against us, even like that you're not being brainwashed here, that you're getting, even if you get something wrong, information that is you disagree with, or if I get something wrong, you at least get us thinking about things in real time and trying to consider all sides. We're not being, even if we're, but here, look how careful I'm being with my language right now. Okay, I was gonna say we're not being biased, but then I like maybe we are being biased. So we're just not knowingly being biased. Okay, actually we are biased. We're biased against religion, but our bias is justified. If we are biased, we try. See how careful. Oh my God, see how careful I'm being. Okay. We are biased here. We're very biased here on this channel, okay? But we try to be as careful as we possibly can be to make sure that our bias is justified, okay? And even if it's just not justified, I can promise you that it's not on purpose, that we're doing our very, very, very best. And that's why you're here in the live chat, okay? To correct me in real time. We're trying to do our best to make sure that if we're biased, we have justified bias, okay? That's what you get on this channel. Come on, even if you're a Muslim or a Christian or a Hindu or a communist or a far-righty or whatever, okay? You must appreciate, this is something to appreciate. I make you go, I do that. I make you go like, If you don't admit that I make you do that, even if you hate my guts, even if you find my voice annoying, even if you disagree with 100% of everything I say, you must admit that I make you go, I do that to you. I do that. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Do a emoji in the comment section so to boost the algorithm once this is over. Do it. Do it. Do it now.